her debut. She's got a show on cable here in New York. Let's give it up for trans Fran Sisco!
Yay! Fran!
How's your head?
Nice.
What happened to your head?
What's up with that?
Head's all right.
What are you doing wearing that for?
So, as Bob said, I'm Fran Sisco. I'm transgender. Does this leg make up for this nose? Do these legs make up for it?
Yeah.
Yeah? I mean, how am I looking, all right? In 6 years, I changed from, I took the K off of Frank and I became Fran.
Yeah.
Yay!
You know, my family, my roots are, I'm very proud of my roots. I mean, not these gray ones, but my Italian roots. And so my family consulted me when I announced that I was going trans. And it was sort of like the Godfather meeting. My father, my two uncles, and the neighbor Danny sat me down. And they said, "What's that noise?" And they said to me, "Listen, you're really going to transition to female? Whatever you do," this is where their Italian came out. "Whatever you do, don't give up your brajol. You gotta keep that baby, because it could come in handy someday. Or even if it just comes in hand, which is more like what happened, you know? So I had this, I better put this back on my head, because this bump is getting bigger. What happened before, about maybe an hour ago, I'm walking across the street with two of my friends who were here, sitting here, Janelle and Kevin, and I'm talking and we're having a good time talking and we're rushing to the Dangerfields and I'm feeling so great and everything. All of a sudden, I didn't even see that there was a curb. I'm falling down, and then I realized the girl in me came out. Instead of putting out my hands and catching myself, I didn't want to ruin my nails, so I didn't do that. So now I'm falling more, and now I don't want to get a run in my stockings, so I move my head that way, and all of a sudden my head hit the street, and I got this lump, and I couldn't believe I was still standing. And then I realized that I thought about it more. Number one, I'm not only Italian, I'm Calabrese, and we have very hard heads.
That's right.
And number two, when I thought about it, being trans confuses God. Because during the day, people were Facebooking and saying, "Fran can't make it tonight, but break a leg." So he got really confused and he figured maybe they meant break a head. You know, and then I was praying. I said, please God, I really want to kill tonight, you know? And he misunderstood and he probably said, "Oh, Fran wants to be killed tonight." You know, so, you know, words are very important. For example, take the word miss. All women like to be called miss. And if you're a trans woman and an older one, you definitely want to be called miss. So I'm standing online at CVS. You know how you're 25 feet from the cashier? And she's calling out, "Miss, miss, miss." And I'm not paying attention. I'm doing my emails. The guy behind me taps me on the shoulder and says, "Miss, they're calling you." I said, "Oh my God, he thinks I'm a young girl, calls me miss." The cashier thinks it. Now the whole store thinks it. I'm all excited. I run up to the counter. As I'm at the counter, I get closer. She sees all the wrinkles and everything. And she says, "Oh, CVS card, ma'am." It startled me. I went into my male voice by accident. I said, "Here you go." "So, thanks, sir." So I went from the heaven of mist to the purgatory, ma'am, to the hell of sir in 1 minute. So I'm feeling kind of down and everything, and I'm going out the door. I look at my receipt, and at least the computer knew that I was a female, because the receipt said $2 off tampons. Not only a female, but young enough to have a menstrual cycle. Yeah. You know, I am, words are very important. The other day, especially he and her and stuff like that. He and she, him and her. So the other day I get a phone call because my credit card account was overdue, so I got a phone call, and woman gets on the phone. She says, "Frank Sisco, this is Wanda from J.P. Morgan Chase. We're on a recorded line. Is this Frank Sisco?" I said, "Well, maybe legally, but I've been living as, it's Fran Sisco. Frank is my male name." She said, "Mr. Sisco, we don't make a difference between names for mailing and names for talking on the phone." So I said to her, no, let me explain. I meant male, M-A-L-E. And she said, "Now, Mr. Sisco, you're giving me a spelling lesson?"
Yes, about.
And then all of a sudden the thing changed. And all I said was, "I'm sorry, I'm transgender. And I transitioned from Frank to Fran." She said, "Oh my God, I got one of you transgenders on the phone. Oh, I'm so excited. The only transgender I know is my cousin Christopher. But when he transitioned, he took off the T-O-P-H-E-R to transition. And you guys up north, all you had to do was take off one letter." He said, she said, "You're fantastic." And she says, "I was so excited for you that what I'm going to do is I'm going to reverse that $39 fee in your account so you can go out. I see that you buy from Dress Barn, so you can go out and buy yourself a new dress."
Yeah.
So I was feeling pretty good about that. You know, some people say they ask a crazy question like, "What bathroom do you use?" Of course I use the women's room, you know. And I only have a minute here, so I'm going to leave you with a different joke. All right? My daughter Kelly is in the audience, and she's been very supportive of me all along. And in the early days when I was getting shoes and things like that, she came out with me to Marshall's. So we go into the store, she heads to the back, she's looking through the assortment of shoes in the back and finds it. And of course I want to pass as a female all the time. So she yells out, "Dad, Dad, Dad!" So I got really embarrassed, you know. I must have turned 3 shades of red. And then the sales girls realized it was me because I was the only other person in the store. And they gave me the thumbs up. But one of them comes all the way up to me. And she said to me, "What's the matter? Why are you embarrassed?" She said, "Here at Marshall's, everything is irregular." Thank you. I'll leave you with that. Okay, great. Right, thank you, Bob.
My dad used to take me to Marshalls too, by the way. It is true, everything is irregular.
Everything is
If I have you a pair of pants, I go home the next day, there's no zipper. One pocket right on the crotch. Anyway, keep it going. We got a few quick little sets. Your headliner on the show tonight is fucking hilarious. Do not leave. They're going to do a couple quick little guest spots here, short spots, and then he's coming up. He's going to be up here in 12 minutes. Let me bring up this next guy. He's a regular on the show. Very, very funny. Let's go to Mr. R.J. Reed, everybody.